It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field partner and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Richardson's throw here taken in by Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Richardson going to change the play here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Richardson going on 4th down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And a Tommy Adebawore in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Richardson going to move him around. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. That is incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Again, it's Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Rolling to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Pushing. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Richardson to throw off play action. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here Richardson yet again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll look to throw again. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mayfield on play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down. And now they'll shift things around. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
7 Pirates. Cut 19.
Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Richardson looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Richardson going to change the play here. Richardson now on 3rd and 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
You know the owner's got to be happy with that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Cameron Hayward busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They run it again with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Able to hit his target land. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah Pacheco, 64 yards. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 155 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mayfield now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara up the middle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Nice little juke. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's what we warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, Mayfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Wide open receiver complete. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Taken down at the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Baker. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And